Hello everybody! If you want to read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 539, The Silent Signal, Part 2, Intermediate. Emma sat frozen in the control room of the Orion space station, the hum pulsing in her mind. The stars outside seemed to stare back, their light cold and sharp. Her crew, Captain Harris, Tom, Sarah and Raj, had vanished without a trace. The station was silent, but the air felt heavy, like something unseen was pressing against her. She checked the logs again, her hands shaking. No record of the crew leaving. The escape pods were still docked and the airlock hadn't been used. Emma tried the radio, calling Earth, but only static answered. The hum in her head grew louder, not a sound but a feeling, like fingers brushing her thoughts. "I'm not crazy," she whispered, clutching her head. She forced herself to move, checking the crew's quarters. Their belongings were untouched. Raj's notebook, Sarah's medical kit, Tom's tools. In Harris's room she found a photo of his family, smiling on the beach. Emma's chest tightened. Where were they? In the engine room she found something strange. A panel Tom had been fixing was open, but the wires inside glowed faintly, pulsing in time with the hum in her mind. She reached out, then stopped. The air felt wrong, like it was watching her. She backed away, her breath quick. That night, Emma locked herself in the control room. She played the signal's recording, hoping to find a clue. The screens flickered again, showing the same vast, dark shape with glowing veins. This time it lingered. Emma stared, her heart pounding. The shape wasn't a ship or a creature. It was like a web, stretching across space, alive and endless. The hum in her mind spoke, not in words but in images. Stars dying, planets crumbling, and a hunger that never stopped. Emma screamed, shutting off the screen. The hum didn't stop. It whispered her name, soft and cold. She ran to the airlock, desperate to escape, but the controls wouldn't respond. The station's systems were locked, the screens flashing with that same pulsing glow. Then she heard footsteps. Slow, heavy steps echoed in the corridor. Emma grabbed a wrench, her hands slick with sweat. The door slid open and there stood her crew. Harris, Tom, Sarah, Raj. Their eyes were empty, their faces blank. They moved as one, their steps in sync with the hum. "Join us," they said together, their voices flat. "It wants you." Emma swung the wrench, but they didn't flinch. The hum grew deafening, filling her mind with visions of the web, pulling her in. She fought, screaming, but her body felt heavy, her thoughts slow. When she woke, she was floating in the control room. The stars outside brighter than ever. The hum was gone, replaced by a calm she couldn't explain. She looked at her hands. They glowed faintly, like the wires, like the web. She smiled, no longer afraid. The signal had found her, and she was part of it now. The end. And now, the vocabulary notes. Tremble, verb, can also be a noun. Definition: to shake slightly, usually because of fear, cold or nervousness. Context: describes Emma's physical reaction to seeing the eerie shape on the screen, showing her fear. Example: when Harris arrived, he found her trembling. New example sentence: her voice trembled as she spoke about the strange noise she heard at night. Similar words: shiver, to shake or tremble, often from cold or fear, e.g., he shivered in the icy wind on the mountain. Quake, to shake strongly, often with fear or shock, e.g., The child quaked at the sound of thunder. Shudder, a sudden strong shake often from disgust or fear, e.g., she shuddered when she saw the spider crawling toward her. Note for learners, tremble emphasizes slight, often involuntary shaking and can describe both physical and emotional reactions, e.g., trembling hands or voice. It's similar to shiver, but often implies more fear or anxiety. Echo, verb, can also be a noun. Definition: to repeat or reflect a sound, often in a space like a room or hallway, or to have a lingering effect. Context: describes the sound of footsteps resonating in the corridor, adding to the creepy atmosphere. Example: slow, heavy steps echoed in the corridor. New example sentence: her laughter echoed through the empty hall, making it sound louder. Similar words: resound, to fill a place with sound or echo loudly, e.g., the music resounded across the valley. Reverberate, to echo repeatedly or strongly, often with a sense of vibration, e.g., his shout reverberated in the cave. Ring, to produce a clear echoing sound, often associated with bells or voices, e.g., her voice rang through the quiet room. Note for learners: echo as a verb describes sounds bouncing back. As a noun, it refers to the repeated sound itself, e.g., I heard an echo. It's often used to create a sense of space or eeriness. Flicker, verb, can also be a noun. Definition: to shine or move unsteadily, with quick changes in light or appearance, like a candle or screen. Context: describes the screens briefly showing the strange shape, adding to the unsettling mood. Example: the screens flickered again, showing the same vast dark shape with glowing veins. New example sentence: the candle flickered in the breeze, casting shadows on the wall. Similar words: flash, to shine suddenly and briefly, often brighter than a flicker, e.g., lightning flashed across the dark sky. Glimmer, to shine faintly or unsteadily, often softer than flicker, e.g., the stars glimmered in the clear night. Twinkle, to shine with small intermittent flashes, often associated with stars or eyes, e.g., her eyes twinkled with excitement. Note for learners: flicker suggests an unstable or brief light or motion, often used in eerie or technical contexts, like a screen. It can also describe slight movements, e.g., her smile flickered. Vast, adjective. Definition: very large in size, amount, or extent, often overwhelming. Context: describes the enormous mysterious shape on the screen, emphasizing its intimidating scale. Example: this time they showed an image, a shape vast and dark with glowing lines like veins. New example sentence: the vast desert stretched endlessly before the travelers, making them feel small. Similar words: huge, very large in size or amount, less formal than vast, e.g., a huge whale swam near the boat. Immense, extremely large, often with a sense of awe, e.g., the immense mountain loomed over the village. Enormous, very large, often emphasizing size over extent, e.g., the enormous tree blocked the sunlight. Note for learners: vast is often used for things that feel boundless, like landscapes, space, or ideas. It conveys a sense of grandeur or enormity, often with an emotional impact. Blank, adjective. Definition: showing no expression, emotion, or reaction, or empty of content. Context describes the crew's emotionless faces when they return, enhancing the creepy, unnatural atmosphere. Example: their eyes were empty, their faces blank. New example sentence: he stared at her with a blank expression, not reacting to her question. Similar words: expressionless, lacking any facial expression or emotion, e.g., her expressionless face made it hard to know what she was thinking. Vacant, empty or showing no thought or awareness, often for eyes or expressions, e.g., his vacant stare worried the doctor. Emotionless, without any visible feelings or emotions, e.g., the robot's voice was cold and emotionless. Note for learners: blank can describe faces, expressions, or things like papers with nothing on them, e.g., a blank page. In the story, it suggests something unnatural or lifeless. Whisper, verb, can also be a noun. Definition: to speak or say something very softly or quietly, often in secret or to avoid being heard. Context describes the signal's eerie communication in Emma's mind, adding to the suspense. Example: it whispered her name, soft and cold. New example sentence: she whispered a secret to her friend during the quiet lesson. Similar words: murmur, to speak softly or indistinctly, often in a soothing or unclear way, e.g., the teacher murmured instructions to his students. Mutter, to speak quietly, often with annoyance or reluctance, e.g., he muttered complaints about the long wait. Hiss, to speak in a sharp, whispering tone, often with anger or urgency, e.g., be quiet, she hissed at the noisy children. Note for learners: whisper implies softness and secrecy, often used in quiet or intimate settings. As a noun, it refers to the soft speech itself, e.g., she spoke in a whisper. In the story, it adds a creepy personal tone to the signal. Story written by Grok 3 AI. To read all the stories in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you.